Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Gyan Timirandasya. Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurn Militam Jena. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Continuing with our reading of the Srimad Bhagavatam, our chapter 1, with commentary by Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakur, we're on verse 5. The story begins. Once the sages, having offered oblations into the sacrificial fire in the morning, with great respect inquired from Suta Goswami, who had been received properly and was seated. Here the commentary is simple, as the sages had offered oblations into the sacrificial fire, and now they were prepared to inquire. The sages said, "O sinless Suta, certainly you have not only studied, but also explained the Puranas and the Dharma Shastras, along with the history such as the Mahabharata." They're honoring their guru by saying, "You are certainly very learned, as you have studied all the Shastras, but you have also explained them. By explaining them, the inner meaning comes out even more. You've explained the various Puranas, the Dharma Shastras, and even histories like the Mahabharata. O Suta Goswami, because you are submissive by the mercy of the Gurus, you know all matters in truth, which the Supreme Lord Vyas, best among the knowers, and other sages who know Brahman, with and without qualities, have understood. The Gurus should speak the secret to the disciple who has affection for them." Commentary. Vidam refers to persons who know, who possess transcendental knowledge. Paravara Vidam means the person who knows. He knows Brahman, the nature of God, both with qualities and without qualities. There's nirguna and saguna. God can be considered formless, as he is everywhere present, but he also possesses form, without and with. Saguna and nirguna. Sa means with, and nir means without. The Guru should speak the secret to the disciple who has affection, snigdasya, for the Guru. That is, there is a loving exchange between the Guru and the disciples. So, just like in any relationship within the material world, we'll say, even like a father with son or the children and like that, when there's affection, then they're ready to impart their wisdom. So the disciple also has to be eager to hear. So in this case, because the relationship is pure, affectionate, with loving exchanges, the Guru is ready to give the most confidential secrets to his disciple. This is in the potential and thus express. This is in the potential and thus expresses the following idea. Since you were a disciple, having affection for your Gurus, they're saying to Suta Goswami, you were a disciple also at one time, because that is the principle of parampara. We're all disciples at one point, and then one becomes a teacher at another point. So you have also pleased your Gurus, and they have expressed to you the most secret of secrets, and we now lovingly approach you and want to understand what you have come to understand under the guidance of your Guru. You were a disciple, having affection for your Gurus, and they must have certainly revealed the secret to you, and you must have understood all of these confidential subjects, because you are wise, Vidam, you are one who knows. While rejecting sages who extract their own ideas from all these confidential topics, please speak. We're asking you, the speaker of all authorized doctrines, about these subjects. That is, you have understood the wisdom of the Veda not according to your own mental speculations or mental capacity, which is limited, but by the mercy of transmission of knowledge. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya. The spiritual master imparts that knowledge unto the disciple who has affection for his guru, and that affection is expressed by Guru Seva, that the disciple renders service to the spiritual master, and that Guru Seva is a sign of affection. And the spiritual master, being pleased, reveals the secrets that he has understood from his own spiritual master. They go on to say, "Oh, long live sage, you should tell us at once, in easy terms, but thoroughly, the highest object for mankind, for that you have discerned, what you have discerned through your study of the scriptures. Please tell us now, in an easily understandable way, but complete, thorough, that highest object that mankind should seek for, as you have understood." Commentary. "Then I will speak all things." They reply with this verse, indicating the conclusion that they want to hear among all the conclusions of the scriptures. So we can understand from this point too that the Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all transcendental wisdom, and it is the essence of all Vedic understanding. This is the summation of vast, vast books of Vedic wisdom, but they want it condensed down. For mankind, we're not capable of reading so many books and digesting it and understanding it and like that. So they're saying now that at the beginning of this Kali Yuga, please give us the essence of Vedic wisdom, thoroughly, but easily understandable, not in a way that becomes difficult for us to understand. The nature of man in the Kali Yuga is considered that his intelligence is not as powerful as previous ages. Kali Yuga, mankind is a little bit more, has more difficulty in understanding spiritual things. Unfortunately, because of the darkness of Kali Yuga, it becomes difficult to understand all things clearly. So repetition is required. The spiritual master may say the same thing repeatedly so one can digest it, understand it, reflect upon it. So they want to understand the essence of Vedic scriptures, but in an easily understandable way, but where nothing is missing, where everything is complete. This indicates that he studied Suta and has deliberated on the scriptures for a long time. They are confident in his understanding. As disciples now, they are confident in the understanding that Suta has gotten from his own study. Tell us completely, ekantaha, or from the beginning, eka, from the beginning, or tell us completely, concerning the highest goal of mankind. What is it that mankind should actually seek after? What is that highest goal? In one sense, we take Vedic wisdom in general, dharma, arth, kam, moksha. We understand these principles of living a moral life, doing good to others, seeking in a responsible way or in a human, non-exploitive way, increasing one's own arth or wealth, enjoying the things of this world, which doesn't involve sinful activities, but which promotes piety, and ultimately going back to God or going to the heavens, as one may conceive. So we understand these things, but what is the actual essence of this? This is general wisdom. The Vedas have general wisdom, but what is that highest wisdom? In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, there is a great mystery. He says to Arjuna, which I am going to reveal to you, because you are my friend, and you are my disciple. So that shows the mood. Because you are my friend, Krishna says, and you are my disciple, Rajavidya Rajaguyam, that most, Rajavidya means the highest knowledge, Rajaguyam, but the most confidential knowledge, I will give to you because of our relationship. So, in the same way we see here, that they want to understand the Rajavidya, the highest knowledge, and they understand that it is confidential, and therefore it is only secured through this loving relationship that takes place between guru and disciple. So they're wanting to know the highest goal of life. And you have discerned all of this wisdom from looking at it through the statements of the Shastras. You have studied deeply. Shreya. Shreya means that which is the ultimate good. There are two words, Preya and Shreya. Shreya means the ultimate good. Preya means temporary goods, temporal goods. That many, many goods we can find in this world brings us a little happiness here and there. That's called preyas. But the ultimate good, the shreyas. Shreya means that which there is nothing greater, the greatest happiness or the greatest goal. That which has no equal. That which is not included in something else when comparing degrees of excellence. That it is so far beyond the comparison with anything else, is happiness beyond compare, in other words. We find in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.5-11 also, Sanatana Goswami Pad, that in that storyline, the question comes up that the devotees of Krishna are so unique in their loving relationship. Certainly the goal which they achieve has to be higher than simply the general understanding of Vaikuntha. And so the whole storyline of the Srimad Bhagavatam Amrta is the attainment of that Golok Vrindavan and the loving service or intimate service that a devotee can have with Godhead himself, as is expressed through the various rasas. So this is what is sought after here by these sages. They want to understand that which has no equal, which is even beyond the concept of Vaikuntha or going to the heavens and like this. The intimacy of loving relationship with Godhead himself. That which is not included in something else when compared in degrees of excellence. Later in the work, it will be revealed that this highest goal is prem. Not swarg, heaven, not liberation even. Because prem brings even Bhagavan under one's control. It is stated by hearing the Bhagavatam, one captures the Lord within one's heart. That is, we discussed that when we first started reading. That prem, or love, is that which captures another. We see when there is love, one cannot stop thinking about the person they love and what they could do, what good they can do, how they can please them, so many different things, because they're always on their mind. So when the devotee has Krishna on their mind, they capture Krishna within their heart. Among the various forms of Godhead, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, Bhagavan is considered the chief form, the personal aspect of Godhead. And therefore, ultimately, the subject matter becomes Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, and the highest form of that personality, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. 10th verse, O worthy sage, capable of knowing what is beneficial at this time. In this Kali Yuga, people are generally short-lived, lazy, unintelligent, and devoid of the good fortune of devotee association, and thus afflicted with various problems. Kali Yuga has some benefits, which we know because of the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the glories of the broadcasting of Krishna Prema at this time. But generally, it is seen, if we look at the qualities of mankind, first of all, we're short-lived. That means we have to get everything in a short amount of time. Therefore, help us understand, when we generally, sages would study for thousands of years the wisdom of the Vedas, we're just short-lived. And besides being short-lived, the second thing is lazy. To apply ourselves to understanding and engaging in our practices and so forth. Lazy. So mankind is short-lived. So these are detrimental aspects of mankind in the Kali Yuga. Short-lived, lazy. Intelligence is not very sharp, unintelligent, or not very sharp intelligence. And generally, unfortunately, most unfortunately, is that people are devoid of the good fortune of association with devotees, pure devotees of the Lord. When one gets that association, then one is considered to be most fortunate. And that was actually Prabhupada's vision, that why he wanted to create his society, ISKCON society, was so there'd be devotees that would go out and reach, and people could get the association of Vaishnavas. The most important thing is the association of Vaishnavas, because the highest conclusion can be understood in their association. Commentary goes on, you should hear everything now as I speak it. But then you can also decide what is best. I will speak, but you will understand, as you understand, you decide. Krishna also says that to Arjuna. Now I have spoken this wisdom of the Gita to you. Now you take this knowledge and apply it and act as you consider what should be done. So the sages reply, O honorable sage, you know what is suitable in accordance to time and place. A guru has to also be in tune with the time he's speaking and the place, because he has to know his like they say, you got to know your audience. Someone could go on with lofty speech and people are sitting there completely bewildered. What is he saying? I don't know what he's saying. But he has to be in tune with his audience. He has to know who he's speaking to. So according to time and place, you have to direct the message. So you know what is suitable for our hearing according to time and place. In the Kali Yuga, people are generally short-lived. They have maybe a long life by chance. But on the other hand, they're lazy to investigate spiritual topics. And even if someone is not lazy, he is unintelligent. Even if someone is intelligent, he is unfortunate. So someone may be considered intelligent, but he's unfortunate if he doesn't have the association of the devotees of the Lord. He is unfortunate, for he is devoid of the association with devotees who teach the highest actions. Even if someone has the association of devotees, he remains afflicted under the control of these things. And therefore, unfortunately, sometimes people don't achieve the highest goal because they're afflicted by their own mental problems and so forth. Under the control of affliction from sickness and other problems, he does not get the time to hear from the mouth of the devotee, or even if he does hear, he cannot discern the highest goal for the human being and then carry out the actions to achieve it. Or the sequence of qualities can mean that all people, unfortunately in the Kali Yuga, are afflicted with various bad qualities. Text 11, O learned sage, for the welfare of all living beings, please, after extracting the essence of the scriptures using your wisdom, describe the practices worthy of hearing, which include many actions by which our intelligence will be satisfied. The sages request, please tell us the principal means. Not only do we want to understand philosophically, but we want to know about the practice. So, Srimad Bhagavatam describes these things: the philosophy of praying bhakti, the practice of praying bhakti, and the ultimate goal of praying bhakti. Please tell us the highest principle, the means by which we can attain the highest goal, and which is easily executed for us people living within this Kali Yuga. It has to be something that we can do. If it's beyond our capacity, then what is the use of even hearing about it? If something is beyond your capacity to achieve, in various other ages, there may have been more difficult or stringent practices. But what shall we do in the Kali Yuga? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it simple. Prabhupada made it very simple. Chant, dance, be happy, or take prasad and be happy. So chanting, dancing, and taking prasad. Of course, along with following some principles and hearing the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita, associating with devotees. These were all part of the program. So tell us the many practices worthy of hearing about, and those which should be practiced within this age. Tell us the scriptures worthy of hearing, because they explain the many practices for attaining the highest goal, which themselves contain many actions, by which our intelligence becomes satisfied. Tell us that wisdom by which we will feel satisfied. We understand. Yes, we will practice. We feel satisfied by hearing you speak about this knowledge, and we are eager to practice. Later, it will be explained that these actions include hearing, chanting, and other devotional acts. Verse 12, O Suta, all blessings to you, Bhadramte. You know for what purpose the Lord, who is the master of the Yadus, appeared in Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva. Now specifically we want to know about Krishna. You know the reason why Krishna appeared. This Srimad Bhagavatam is said to be the light in the darkened age of Kali. Because although Krishna appeared in the previous Yuga, the light of Krishna's appearance remains brightly shining because of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So they get right to the essence. We want to know about Krishna. What purpose did Krishna appear? Tell us everything. Why Krishna appeared as through Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva, and what can we come to understand by learning more and more about Krishna and his activities? Again, the sages request Suta to speak about the practice of hearing and chanting about Krishna and Jashoda. All auspiciousness to you, Bhajante. It's a blessing, pronounced out of enthusiasm. They seem to be blessing their own guru. Blessing. In other words, when you say long life, or you're expressing your affection that we're wanting your blessings, and so therefore all blessings to you, that you may it's like reflection in a mirror. Bhajamte, you show the mirror and you get the reflection back, that by your mercy we can understand all these things. So please, by your mercy, Bhajamte. Vishnu is called Sattvam, the possessor of all Sat. Because he possesses the devotees, Sat, the devotee is called Sat, and they are considered his expansions. The followers of Vishnu, therefore, are called Sattvatas, who are followers of Vishnu, followers of Krishna, and expansions, loving expansions of Krishna. They appear within this world to also bring light within this darkened age. The use of sattvatam as the possessive plural is used here, which comes from the root word sat, so meaning giving pleasure. The Lord gives pleasure, the devotees give pleasure. The noun sat, he who gives pleasure, is that Supreme Lord. And those who possess the Lord through service are called sattvataha, or devotees. This is the technical word, sattvataha, the devotee. Sattvatam pati means the Lord of the devotees. He is the Lord of his own devotees. You know for what purpose the Lord, the master of the Yadus, who was born in Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva, he appeared to broadcast his wonderful qualities, not to relieve the burden of the earth. This is proved in Kunti's conclusive statement where she says, some say that you appeared to engage those who are suffering in the material world due to their actions of being covered by ignorance and desire, in hearing and remembering about you, so that they could attain prema. You have appeared within this world for the pleasure of your devotees, who then expand your glories by preaching those glories to the world, expanding your own love and happiness to the world. So this is the work of the devotees. They are sattvatam, those who are the expansions of the Lord or connected with the Lord through their loving devotion. Jai Gaur Premanandi. We'll stop here with verse 12. Pick it up next time. Describe to us about the Lord, for we are eager to hear. Jai Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Radhe Shyam.